What's up? I'm Meg.
I'm La.
And we're somebody's unhinged sister. I got hit on at the grocery store.
Did you?
I did.
By what age range?
2 different ones.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Same trip?
Yeah.
Wow.
Today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old and like, I'm thinking 21, 22. Yeah. The old guy walked up. I was buying Lunchables.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, he worked there. And he was like, I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. Welcome. Do you need any help? And I was like, no. And then I was like, oh, because I have on eyebrows and not pajamas, he thinks I'm new here.
Yeah. Like
because I've seen him. Yeah, I've seen him every time I've been there. I go every day. And I was like, oh, he doesn't recognize me. And that's the second time this week that's happened to me.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, well, he may or may not have been hitting on me. I took it as a comment. And that guy may not have been either, but I'm taking it because nobody else spoke to me at the grocery store. This other guy was like standing in line to check out. And he kept looking at me, but I was like looking down at my phone, but I could like feel it. And he was like, where'd you get your hat? Or he called me ma'am.
Yeah.
I love a ma'am. He's like, ma'am. And I was like, what's up? He's like, where'd you get your hat? I was like, oh, my sister made it. He's like, she made it? I was like, yeah, man. Like, she made it. I was like, she has Facebook and Instagram. I like told him, you know, Misfit Patchworks, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, thanks. And that also probably wasn't hitting on me, but in my head, it was. So
yeah,
I
he was like,
home.
how can I
That's
initiate conversation?
Yes, and I told Jake, I was like, but it's such a rookie. Because he should have been like, can you just like text me her information?
Uh-huh.
Jake was like, that would have been good. I was like, see?
Yeah.
He should have gave him a lesson even though I'm married. Obviously, I'm not going to text him.
Yeah.
But I was like, I should have like helped him out by giving him this wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, Jake, does this make you jealous? And he's like, no. I was like, oh, whatever.
I literally never get hit on.
Yeah, I don't
but
either.
our friend got put herself into a situation
love
at
that.
the beach this weekend. We were at like one of the, little bars on the boardwalk at Carolina Beach. And there's this guy out there just like absolutely feeling himself, like
we love
hands
him.
behind the head, like doing all of this and everything. And I'd seen like wife, girlfriend or whatever with him. She'd be out there and dance some and she'd go off to the side. They were both like, I mean, they had to be like rolling on something.
Oh,
really
yeah, I'm
loud.
sure.
But so like, she got dared to like go out there and kind of like dance with them or whatever. And I looked at our cousin and I was like, they're swingers for sure.
Oh, good.
And so she was out there kind of talking to them. They would not leave her alone. The girl kept like poking her and stuff like that. And then like as she was standing there talking with the girl, the guy walked up and started like grinding on the girl's leg while like she was standing right there.
No.
And so then she just kind of had to turn and like had her back to him and was talking to us. And like the girl kept trying. And she was like, yeah, I think I put myself in a swinger situation.
She for sure did.
I was like,
yeah,
you did.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, and then apparently the girl was saying like, are we going to do the West Virginia thing? And our aunt was like, what's the West Virginia thing? Like,
what does that mean? Did she go into detail?
No. It was like, are we going to do the West Virginia thing? I was like, what?
What's that mean? So was this the friend that I just said looked really good?
Her mom.
Oh, her mom?
Yeah.
Even better.
Oh, man.
Oh, that makes it even better. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I
like,
love a swinger situation, though. That happened to one of my friends, like, at a local bar.
Yeah, you can just tell
Yeah.
sometimes. Colin was like, how could you tell? And I was like, you can look at people.
Yeah, you can just
and,
tell.
like, how they're acting and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, you can tell.
And I love that it was the woman that initiated it. Like, more so.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. Like, that makes the situation feel more safe.
Yeah.
I think. That's funny, though.
Yeah.
I love that. I love putting my friends in awkward situations. I recently discovered this weekend that so my best friend's lesbian. And when we go out, I just recently found out that people think that her and I are the couple and that her girlfriend and my husband are the couple.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, apparently everyone can see that. And I was like, oh, is it because I'm tall? Like, well, I don't understand why. And Katie was like, no, it's the way you dress. I was like, excuse me? And this weekend, I was wearing like a long duster with cactuses on it, my like green hat. I thought I looked very feminine, like very girly.
Yeah.
And Katie said I didn't. I was like, are you so for real? Like, I really thought I looked I was on like a corset top.
Yeah.
Like, I look very, not that matters, but I was like, I felt more feminine than normal when we go out.
Right.
And because I'd been in a baby shower, and she was like, no. I was like, and Brittany, I asked her, I was like, does it bother you? She's like, no. I was like, okay, cool. Because I'm not intentionally doing that. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's so funny.
But so my friend's baby shower, we had gone over to her house like last week, and I had on literal like bib overalls, covered in dirt. I did throw on like just my slip-on Uggs and like a sweatshirt and a beanie, all this stuff, like because I've been outside feeding horses and stuff, and met her. I guess it's stepfather-in-law. I'd already met him before, but we like hung out at the house or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm dressed like that, very how I dress every day. Then at the baby shower, I was dressed in that outfit I just described, and I went up to her and I was like, I don't think he knows who I am. I don't think he recognizes me as being the girl that was at your house last weekend.
Yeah.
And she was like, really? I was like, yeah, I don't think so. Because like we kind of spoke in passing, and it wasn't like the conversation like it was at the house the other day. I was like, I really don't think he knows that I'm the same person.
You're like Hannah Montana. You can like
literally, I look homeless or I'm dressed up and people think I'm two totally different people. I'm like, that's shocking and concerning, because I think that's what happened at the grocery store today. I was like, I'm just gonna have to I gotta choose a lane.
Yeah.
Am I gonna always look just ragged, or am I gonna always dress up? And I don't want to do either of those things.
Or you can just have two
personalities,
alter egos.
Yeah, Jake says I have so many personalities.
Yeah.
Which is, listening to my playlist the other day, I was like scrolling through it, seeing if I needed to like delete some songs, add new songs, whatever. I think I might have borderline, according to my like playlist, because it is all over the place. Yeah.
I don't think you do, because you have too much of your own personality, and people with borderline mimic other people's personalities.
Like chameleons, kind of.
Pretty much, yeah. They'll like pick, a personality to mimic for a while before they like,
Well, that is also concerning, because now I think that I should be an assassin because I watched the show.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. I do that too, though. If I watch a show or a book, I'm like,
yeah, we were talking about that last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched Killing Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
I haven't.
It's finished, like, so you can binge the whole thing. It's so good, and it's about a female assassin. I'm also in love with her. So I told Jake, I was like, I'm a TV lesbian. I don't want to be a lesbian, and I'm not attracted to women that way. But something about that female assassin, I was like, oh my God, am I in love with her?
Yeah.
But that's the point. Like, everyone falls in love with her, and her fashion is so good. Yeah, and I love her.
Is that what is that on? Peacock?
Netflix.
I've seen it like in passing.
Did you watch Grey's Anatomy?
No,
I didn't either. And now it's too far gone. So I'm not
same.
Going
I'm not
to.
watching 20 seasons.
No, absolutely
That's
not.
ridiculous.
But the one of the main character or actresses in that is the main actress in Killing Eve. She's not the assassin. She's the detective. Or what? I don't really actually know what her title is. But either way, but the assassin girl is Jodie Comer, Comer. I think is how it's spelled. She's British.
Yeah.
But she plays a Russian, which I also just realized that a lot of Russian characters are played by British British actresses, and I'm like,
interesting.
why not just get a Russian
Yeah.
actress? Like, is there a thing against that? Are we not supposed to do that?
I feel like there's not many Russian actors.
Yeah. Well, there should be, because a lot of people are out here butchering the accent.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good. So why don't we just get a Russian actress?
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know.
When you watch a TV show, do you watch the intro or do you skip it?
I watch it for the first couple and then I skip it.
Yeah.
If it gives me the option, yeah.
For me, it like depends on the show. Like some of them I love it and I will watch it every single time. But then like some of them I'm like the Landman one I wasn't that attached to. So I would just,
I skipped that one.
But there's some that like Reba, I have to watch it every single time.
Oh, let me break that out. I love that song.
Yeah.
Outlander I watch every single time. And I have the song on my playlist.
Yeah, I think that's
because
cool.
I love it. Well, she actually passed away.
Who?
The woman that sang that song for Outlander.
I thought you meant someone that played in Outlander.
Oh, no. The singer, it was last year. She's Irish. And she had like a super cool name, and now I can't think of it. But she passed away last year. And so now on Outlander, like, has a little thing for her.
My playlist lately, I've been in a bad, like I used to literally have my playlist of songs like I picked and added and listened to. But lately I've just been like clicking, Spotify's like pre-made for me playlist, which is fun and all. But then I'm like, whenever, like if I like it, then I have to go like searching for it again to find the same playlist. Because I don't just have it. Yeah, I need to just start adding the ones that I like. But I haven't added a song to my playlist and I can't tell you how long because I've just been letting Spotify,
Yeah.
Give me whatever it wants to.
Oh, Katie made me add Obsessed to my playlist. Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
I never heard it before.
What?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Me and my friend, I think she...
No, I've never heard it.
Me and my friend used to have... she had a golf cart, and she lived in this neighborhood where we would ride around on the golf cart for literally the whole entire, like, as long as her parents would let us, we'd ride around because, you know, we didn't have license.
Didn't y'all wreck it one time?
Probably.
Or something?
Yeah, we pulled her behind on the skateboard one time.
That's what it was.
Yeah, and that was not smart. But so we had the CD player with the little burnt CD that we would, you know, ride around on the golf cart with. And Obsessed was like one of the songs we had.
Really?
On our CD
I never heard it till Saturday.
On repeat. You know, do you know who it's about?
No.
Eminem.
What?
Yeah, apparently.
I couldn't even tell you the words.
Yeah, allegedly. That's like, I think he like claims he did it, but like apparently he had a phase where he was like literally obsessed with Mariah Carey.
I can see that.
And like stalked her. And if you watch the music video, there's like a guy in it that like, and he favors, you know, Eminem.
Oh, I haven't watched the video, which I literally couldn't even tell you any lyric besides the word, because I don't remember. Like, we listened to it. She played it at the restaurant, and then we listened to it in my car, and I didn't.
Oh. I
didn't fall in love with it.
Yeah.
But she wants Jex to learn it because Jex now thinks she looks like Mariah Carey. So, and I don't know where this came from.
Yeah.
But
have you shown her a picture? Like, does she even?
Yeah, she's watched music videos of her.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't. You know, you do you.
Yeah.
If you think you look like Mariah Carey, you look like Mariah Carey. So I don't know. She also told me as I was leaving that she wants to do a podcast when that's appropriate.
Oh yeah.
With us so that she can be famous too. And I was like, I love that you think we're famous. I love that so much. We're not. We're not famous. She's like, what? Yes, you are. You totally are famous. I was like,
yeah, Mom and Dad like had us playing on their TV one day, like, you know, on YouTube or whatever. And you know, it registered in her head as, oh my gosh, Mom and Aunt Lala are on TV. Yeah, she like just could not believe it.
Well, she brought her little vlogging camera, which I still haven't got a memory card for because every time I go anywhere, I forget to grab one.
Yeah.
Except the other day, I did remember, and they didn't have any. She brought it to the baby shower and was like walking around like vlogging, but it wasn't doing anything. But she wanted to take a selfie. But she wanted to see it like in the camera, like she wanted to see her face like a cell phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not how it works, baby. And I looked, I was like, the screen doesn't pop out, so like it just stays like this. So she goes in her purse, and this is how I know she's mine. Like, this is full dedication to the selfie. She pulls out a mirror that also converts to a brush, which she's very proud of. Sits the mirror up on her purse, and then uses the mirror to see the back of the camera to take a selfie.
That's very smart.
It is very smart.
Yeah.
And everybody, like Laura and Annie were sitting there. They were very impressed with her, like trying to help her get it. Like, because she kept trying to flip the camera around. They're like, no, you have to look at the screen, but the lens has to be towards you.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing. But also, my son wants a face tattoo.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lightning bolt teardrop, to be
he,
exact.
He has a couple more years, I believe.
Yeah, he does.
He can do any of that.
He makes my mom draw it on every time he's over there. And Annie took over at the shower and drew it on.
Oh,
and funny. It was like, and he still has it. He won't let me wash it off.
Yeah.
It's the perfect little lightning bolt teardrop right there. And I was like,
yeah. That video where he had the full Spider-Man mask on and he like, looked in your camera and like cocked his head was so funny.
He's so scary. He's literally so scary. But he did that to me the other day. I had my headphones in. Like, I think I was washing dishes. They were supposed to be taking naps. So in my head, I'm the only one in here right now.
Yeah.
So I put my headphones in. And I'm like washing dishes or something, and I just happened to like turn, because you know things make me look different directions in my house all the time, and there's nothing there. But I turn my head, and he's in my hallway, standing straight as a stick, and just like silently, just with the whole
so
face mask
creepy.
on, like the one that covers his whole head. And I was like, I screamed.
Yeah.
I was like, will you go back to bed? Like, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Like, was that even him? Was he really
in
there?
No, it was, because he started laughing. He said, sorry, Mom. I was like, go to bed. Like, why are you thinking about this? But, I mean, he could have at any point just walked up to me, but he didn't. He chose to stand in the hallway and wait for me to look at him. I was like, what an absolute psychopath.
I saw a video the other day. You know the trend where you, like, put a square on the ground and you have to, with your eyes closed, march in place and not come out of the square? Well, two parents were doing it. They thought their kid was down for a nap, so they have their eyes closed. They're having the time of their life. Their kid had woke up and walked in there and was like standing behind them as they're doing all this. And then the kid like joins in and dances a little bit. And then the kid like turns around and just like walks back off. And then at that point, like the song's over and the parents like open their eyes and they're laughing, looking at each other. Had no clue the whole time that the kid
until
was
they watched it back.
Yeah, so they said they like watched it back and seen, you know, their daughter walk up and start like, she like joined in and then left them.
That's so cute. Jex would do that, except she would yell at us probably. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I've started wearing watches and my hair gets stuck in it all the time and it doesn't even work. It's stuck on, let's see, what time did it die? I literally don't even know. Oh, 2:20. It died. Whatever day it died on.
220 forever.
220 and I don't know how many seconds that is.
I feel like watch batteries or something that nobody buys ever. Like your watch
Oh,
dies.
I have
you
to
just,
for my candles, but
Do
it's the
you?
wrong size.
I've never
Yeah.
bought. Like I have a couple of watches that don't work, and I'm like, they'll just never work again.
Yeah.
because-
Oh, this one will never. Because I can't figure out how to change the battery. Jake did take a loop out, but I need him to take or a link. I need him to take another one, I think.
Yeah.
But my hands are big, my wrist is small, so it's like I have to be able to get it over my hand, but also not go up to my elbow.
Yeah.
Also, y'all are gonna hear my stomach growling because I'm starving.
I think that was my throat.
Was that your throat?
Yeah.
Oh, because I stomach growled at the same time.
Nuh-uh.
Okay, cool. Oh, look at us. So connected. I want calico hair.
Do you
Yeah.
get a wig?
Okay. Well, I figured you were gonna say that because it's real white.
Yeah.
Like the white part is.
Oh
like,
yeah, yours wouldn't
Oh,
get there.
absolutely not. Never. The red though, and then I saw a picture with my like red dreads in.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want those back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like the red and the black combo, like the copper and the black. I
Mhm.
love that look. So I may get you to order me some white extensions.
Yeah.
Like tape-ins or whatever we did
Mm-hmm.
before, and do the red as the dreads.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I keep seeing it pop up on, I think it's TikTok. I saw it the other day and I was like, oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you see? Did you growl?
No, he keep moving and he wants me to be still. So.
Oh, wow. Well,
Yeah.
okay then. You're so cute. What else? I was going to talk about something. Oh, TikTok left us for like 12 hours.
Yeah, that was wild.
How'd you feel about it?
I was kind of devastated.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the next day I got on, or no, I don't think I got on. I seen someone post it was back.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
I got on and it worked for
Okay.
a second and then the little message popped up and I was
Yeah.
like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then it was working again. But it took a minute for the message to pop up. And then the next day a message popped up saying that we had it back.
Yeah.
I was like, that was so devastating. Like, I was devastated. I was like, what are we going to talk about? If we don't,
Literally,
we can't
yeah.
keep up with the news if we don't have TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
Like I get all my ideas pretty much.
Literally.
Are from
I love
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah.
And I really felt like an addict for a second.
Yeah.
I was like, our whole life just changed.
Oh, I was grieving it. I was like
Yeah.
watching like all the videos of people I've followed and stuff over the years, like posting their drafts and talking about how
Yeah.
sad they are it's going. And I was like actually like literally like
Yeah.
sad for them. And then I was like, once I came back, I was like, that's kind of embarrassing how
It's
like
so
upset
embarrassing.
we all were.
Yeah, it's so embarrassing.
and now it's just we were upset for nothing.
For
it was
no
not
reason.
even gone a full day.
It's like when Instagram like shut down for 24 hours and we were all panicking. Like,
Yeah.
is your Instagram working?
yeah.
Because I thought I was banned. I was like, well, how did I even get banned from Instagram? I haven't even posted anything. But what's more embarrassing for them is that people are out here doing, let me tell you a secret since we're leaving, and then
Mhm.
having to apologize for it because now they didn't leave.
Yeah.
And now they have said what they've said.
Yeah.
Do you think the Mama C and the Whitney stuff was all an act?
I don't know. I don't never really knew much about it. Like I knew they were best friends and then
Yeah.
they beefed and I knew their moms were involved somehow.
Yeah, they
But
did
that's
get
all I
involved.
I knew like the other one's mom,
Well-
Whitney's mom, I guess. Had,
Oh,
like, got
she's
involved
very
or
opinionated,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
They started posting drafts of each other
Mm-hmm.
because they were just posting all their drafts. And so, and then I forget which one it was got on there. I think what's her name? Mama C. What's her name? Is it Christine?
Christian.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know them like that. You know, we're not friends. But I think she did it first where it was like plot twist. It was all for the bit or whatever. And obviously I don't really think that's true because there was a lot going on. And
Yeah.
like their podcast isn't a thing anymore, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
But then Whitney did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone was like kind of bashing her because she followed suit or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wouldn't that be iconic though?
Yeah.
If it was all for the bit.
Oh yeah. No, I honestly wouldn't be surprised. I feel like a lot of like, you know, entertainers and stuff that we follow, so much of their stuff is
For
not,
sure.
not their actual
No,
life.
I think
all.
so. And you would have to have like some kind of secret life, some kind of like life that no one knows about just for your own sanity, I feel like.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely
Yeah.
all have secret accounts that
Yeah,
only they're, you know,
would have
yeah.
to. Because I feel like that'd be so exhausting just like portraying the same person all the time and not being able to be like your true self because of the internet. Like,
Yeah.
that's whatever. But I'm also like people used to think I posted a lot. I'm like, no, there's no way. These people are posting everything on TikTok.
Yeah.
Everything. I couldn't do that. I don't know. I don't have, my life's boring. So like, what would I post on there? Just things my 5-year-old says and my 3-year-old says.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if he did something funny. I feel like he did the other day, and now I can't remember it. But he started saying, I have no idea. Just like that. Like, my dad asked him something yesterday. He was like, oh, 'cause he peed in his boxers the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, on purpose 'cause he got mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the whole thing. And my dad was like, why did you do that? He said, I have no idea. So that's his new thing.
Oh, Lord.
What else happened at the beach? Anything exciting? Anything fun?
Okay, so Terry has e-bikes, right? So we me and KK were riding the
Oh,
e-bikes.
I thought you said e-bikes. It's like invited to where?
E-bikes.
E-bikes. They're electric?
Yeah,
now?
e-bikes.
Yeah?
They'll go up to
Okay.
like 20 miles per hour. Colin got it up to like 26, but he was like going downhill and
Yeah,
pedaling as
that's
fast as he could,
terrifying.
But they're so much fun, but they're also like, they're expensive. So
Yeah.
when you're on it, you want to take good care of it,
Yeah.
and lock it up, and do all the right things. And so me and KK had rode them like into town to go get coffee and shop
Mhm.
around and stuff, and locked them up and everything. And they have this little like behind the seat is a little pouch that like
Mhm.
you keep the bike lock and whatever else in. And so when we were leaving, I like took off the bike lock, put it back in the pouch, zipped it back up, and that was that. So we're on the way back, and we're taking the back roads because main roads, cars and whatnot. And then we turn left onto the road that will like lead us all the way back to the house. And as soon as I turned, my back wheel locked up. It like fishtailed me completely sideways. About got thrown off the bike. It would not move.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
come back. And so the brake, like you couldn't even, was fully locked up. You couldn't even wiggle the,
Yeah.
the brake and everything. And so I was like, oh my God, I have broke this bike. I'm going to have to pay to get it fixed. I'm going to have to call them. We're like sitting there trying to figure out what to do. And I was like, we have no option. I have to call. So I called them and I was like, the bike won't go. We
Yeah.
need y'all to come help us. And so they come or whatever. And then like before they got there, Caitlin noticed there was a strap on the back of the, pouch on the
Yeah.
bike that I guess I didn't tuck back in. So it was dangling and it hit. And then as soon as it hit, the wheel sucked it up. So it was sucked up in the brake pad. And so they come and they're like trying to get the, thing off and everything. And she had to call her friend at the bike shop. And he was like, oh, it's stuck like up in the brake caliper. He was like, I've seen it happen before. Like, don't mess with it. You're going to have to bring it to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my
God. At least she has a friend at the bike shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then she called her neighbor friend so he could bring his truck to pick up the bike because it was not going to fit in the Jeep.
Yeah.
And when he gets in there, when he got to us, he was kind of messing with it, and we could not move the wheel at all.
Yeah.
But he was able to kind of like manhandle it, and once he wiggled it, the front brake loosened up, and we were able to like, I guess it released,
good.
and we were able to get the strap out.
That's
I
so
was
good
like,
though.
oh my God, I'm about to have to like buy her a new bike.
Oh, yeah, I
was
would've been
like,
panicking.
This would happen to me.
Yeah,
Like
for sure. Is that the picture where y'all were all like around the bike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing was, me and Caitlin were like standing there waiting because they were on their way to like drive the Jeep out like on the beach. Like they were, so we were standing there waiting for a minute before they get to us. All these people riding by, nobody stopped.
Oh, no one's ever gonna stop.
Yeah,
and if they do, they're creepers.
Yeah, and we were like where we got stuck at was like a construction zone, and there was a construction guy out there, just like walking around and stuff. Didn't ask like, hey, y'all good?
Never asked.
But apparently there was a porta john right there, and he had been like 4 times while we were waiting. So we were like, yeah, maybe
his stomach's upset.
Yeah, so stay over there, bud. But
Poor
nobody
thing.
stopped to help us. Not that they could have done anything. We
right.
would have told him to keep going. But I was
still,
surprised.
I mean, what if you had a broke leg?
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you're standing, so that's probably not what it was.
Yeah.
Either way, people were rude. And I truly stand on that.
Yeah.
People are rude. There are good people. They're just kind of few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. First of all, I'm not going to ride an e-bike. I'm not going to ride that. I'm not going to ride those scooters. I'd rather walk. And I'm not good at riding a regular bicycle in the first place.
Oh, it's so fun.
No, an e-bike is fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a dirt bike.
Ish. Yeah.
Okay. I can ride a dirt bike and I can ride a motorcycle, but the e-bike scares me because you can pedal it too, huh?
Yeah, but you don't have to.
Oh. Where's the gas?
Like right here.
Oh, like a dirt bike.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do to pedal?
Pedal. But you don't have to. It has 2 modes.
So there's a motor?
There's not really a motor that you see. I mean, I guess there has to be,
Yeah.
but okay, so you get on and there's like a buttons right here that you can change your level. So 0 is no motor assistance. You're just pedaling. And then once you turn it up to 1, you can do the thing and like you don't have to pedal at all.
So it's like a moped.
And you can
Sort of?
Mopeds don't have pedals.
They don't?
Mm-mm.
I thought they did.
Mm-mm.
I thought they pedaled until the engine turned on.
Mm-mm.
What am I thinking of? I don't know. That scares me. Jake constantly wants us to ride the little scooters when we go to the Panthers games.
Yeah.
I'm never going to do that. Because he wants us like Titanic it. And
Oh, no. Two people on one's an awful idea.
Yeah, we see people do it all the time, though, at the games. Like, girls will be on there, like, double. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just don't know that I trust myself to drive one because I have no balance. And I don't trust Jake to drive me because he's like, you could be in the front, like, but I'm taller than you. You're not going to be able to see.
You're like, left.
Yeah, I'll have to
right,
squat.
stop.
Like, there's no way that I'm going to do that.
I seen when I was in Austin, Texas, there was a girl on one, and she, like, ate it so bad the ambulance had
That's
to
what
come.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
That
I
would
think
be
she
me.
like tore her knee or something.
Ugh,
She like
no.
went off the side of the curb. I love them and they're so fun, but sometimes in like big cities like that, like when me and Colin went to Washington D.C., we rode them, and when there was bike lanes, it was fine, but when there's not bike lanes, it's like a little scary because there are so many cars and you're in the road, and some of them don't care.
That's not.
But
for
as
me.
long as like we're luckily the majority of where we had to ride in like D.C. had bike lanes, so we were fine. But like I've rode them, I think like. I don't know if I've ever used the ones in Charlotte, but like Greensboro and stuff like that.
John and my brother and Jake did one time,
Mm-hmm.
and they were fine. But I don't know. They scare me. Speaking of like traveling, I went to an airport this week. I could never.
Why'd you go to an airport?
I had to pick up Tony's sister. Is he sleeping back there?
Yeah.
He's so cute.
He's never laid back there before.
So you got to take a picture.
Yeah, that's his new spot, I guess.
We were gonna surprise Tony with her sister,
Mm-hmm.
who flew in
I saw that.
from Destin.
Yeah.
And like, first of all, I went with Tony's dad, who's also named Tony. And there's no way I would still be looking for her. I would still be circling, trying to figure out how to get to her because I was completely lost. Like, Tony had told me, he was like, look for like the name of the whatever and the number.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking and I was like, all right, there's where we need to go. So thankfully with two people, I was able to read the signs and he was able to drive because there's people driving all around you and people are changing lanes constantly. I would have definitely for sure gotten a wreck. I would have definitely for sure cussed somebody out. It's not for me.
Airports are scary and terrifying and
absolutely not.
Constant anxiety the whole time.
I'm not doing it. And we circled like twice waiting on her. And I finally was like, those people are just pulled over there parked. Like, let's just park. And we get in trouble, we'll just keep driving, whatever. So, plus he used to be a cop. I was like, can't you like, you know, be like, I was a cop.
I'm one of you.
Like, we're fine. Yeah. So we pull over and we're waiting. And she's calling me. She's like, where are y'all? I'm like, according to what I'm looking at, you need to come out of the door and you need to take a right. And we're like the last truck, like all the way down here. And she's like, I don't see anything but sky. I was like, what? I was like, no, you should be under like a thing.
Yeah.
Like a bridge. And she's like, no, I'm not under that. I'm like, are you on top of it? And she's like, I guess. She's like, I'm seeing sky. I was like, well, then you need to come downstairs, I think. So I got her location. And I'm like trying to figure, I'm like, I don't understand how she is right here, but she's not here. What is going on? And she was like, I've been throwing up. I was like, what? I was like, why are you throwing up? She's like, I threw up all over the plane. Like, ladies had to help me. I was like, why? What is wrong with you? She's like, I don't know. I got a migraine. And then, like, the pressure. And she was so sick. No. She was sick. It was so bad. I felt so bad for her. Finally, we figure out she's upstairs and she needs to come downstairs and then exit and come to the right. We get her in the truck. She is puking everywhere, like in a bag. She has, like, a bag. Thank God. She's had to change clothes. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for her. Well, they had to end up, like, once we got her back to the house, I like tucked her in, got her a trash can and water and all the things, like taking care of her. Because when you become a mom, throw up doesn't bother you anymore. Like, you can be sick right now and it would not faze me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, it's fine, whatever. Like, I've caught puke in my hands.
Yeah.
Like my raw hands, like raw dog puke. It's fine. I get her tucked in, and then her and Tony's dad text me later that night. He was like, well, Tony knows because we're at the emergency room. And I was like,
oh no,
for her headaches. And they were like, yeah, it just never went away. But I think she has prescription, but she didn't bring it with her.
Yeah.
So they had to give her like some shots and like IVs and stuff to get her feeling better because she was so dehydrated.
Yeah.
She couldn't eat. She couldn't hold anything down, water, nothing. And I felt
Did she
so
have
terrible.
norovirus?
I don't know what that is.
It's been going around. It's pretty much you like puke your guts up until you're like sick and have to go to the hospital. Colin's had it before. And
no, I think this was just from her migraines and like the pressure just hurt so bad she was sick. Oh, it was terrible. I felt so bad for her. And so I have now officially decided that flying's not for me.
Everyone else that was on that plane probably decided the same
Oh,
thing.
for sure. She was like, how many people were on there? I was like, I don't know. And
poor
I was
thing.
like, it's fine though, because like some people were taking care of her.
Yeah.
And like
that's
she
good.
walked, like she looked fine walking to us. But then as soon as she got in the truck, she like laid down. I was like, oh no. But Tony kept calling.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to surprise her. So we have all of our locations turned off so she can't see where we are.
Mm-hmm.
And she like kept calling. I'm like recording her call. And I'm like, stop calling us. Like we can't answer.
Yeah.
And Hagen, her husband, knew the situation. So he's like, I'm sure was like telling her, like, stop calling your dad.
Yeah.
And he's fine. And we finally answered it. And like me and like Tab were just sitting there like not talking. And I like made sure my phone was on silent in case it rang. And she was like, where are you at? And he was like, I had to go to town. Like what? Like why are you calling me back to back? And it, for nothing. Like she just wanted to call him. She's like, I couldn't see you like on. Well, she actually didn't even realize that the Life 360 had been turned off. We were afraid that's what had happened.
Yeah.
And she had realized that it was like turned off and was freaking out. And it was, it was so funny. But I felt so terrible for her, for Tabitha puking.
Yeah,
oh my
no,
God, I
that's
felt
rough.
so
I
bad.
can,
Yeah.
That's like a worst
Oh,
nightmare.
Yeah. And I was like, and you have just broken me from ever wanting to fly. Like I'm just, you know what? It's not meant to be.
There's a
not meant
new
to
airline that opened, and right now you can get flights for like $40-$50. And I'm like, okay, where am I going to go? Like where?
You're going to
I need
die.
No.
$40 for
Yeah.
my life in your hands? Absolutely.
It's just because it's like a new line that has to get established and stuff. And they're not at every airport yet, so you have to go to
No.
like certain airports. But I'm like
Mm-mm.
already looking up flights of like where I'm going to fly to because that's.
You're insane.
Did you just come from?
Yeah, he
chair?
did.
Could have went around, bud.
No, you're insane. You're an insane person. Have they got some under their belt? Like people have survived these flights?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and I'm sure like there's probably so many regulations airline has to go through to get past, you know, like they're
No.
fine.
Oh, are they? Did I tell on the podcast about the girl that lived in the Amazon for 11 days?
Yeah, you
Was
did.
that last
yeah.
time?
Yeah, that was wild.
And does that not? No, that was a small, cheap flight.
Well, yeah, well, like that was probably
In the
more like
70s.
private flight. Like private
It was
flights
very
are more
small.
likely, yeah, to. But this is like
Mm-mm.
full size. They're just, you know, not like Southwest or anything, so they can't charge those prices yet. So you gotta get it while it's hot.
I mean, I love that for you.
Yeah.
And I hope you have a great time. I'm probably not going to get on that. I'm not even getting on the most expensive one that they have.
Yeah.
Like, they could literally be like, an Air Force One's coming to pick you up. I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
I'll drive. Bring me the black Escalade. I'll get in that. I'm not getting, it just scares me. And helicopters scare me. And no, I just don't think that's for me.
Yeah.
I was not meant to be a bird. I'm pretty sure. Speaking of crazy though, which we aren't really speaking of, but I am now. I found this picture and it terrified me. Do you see that? It's a cat
Yeah.
on a bed in water and there's a toddler.
Right. Is that
It's a painting.
okay?
Yeah. And it's like, whatever. It's a cat on a bed
Yeah.
in water. So I was like, that's so weird. Whose brain came up with that, right?
Right.
So I started reading about it because it popped up on my Facebook as like a history thing because I
Mhm.
follow all kinds of pages. And this is a story that it told. And I just want to tell you this because it just was crazy. So in 1421, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, I can't even fathom that time frame.
Yeah, a flood swept through the Netherlands, submerging 72 villages and drowning between 2,000 and 10,000 people, which is a really that's a vast difference.
Yeah.
Or vague? It's a big difference.
Yeah, vast would be big. Vague
Okay.
would be not a lot, I think, right?
I don't know. Either way, it's one of those. That's just a big gap. I feel like you should have a better record of who died. Whatever,
Yeah.
it's 1421. The 1400s of it all.
Yeah.
Survivors saw a piece of wood floating on the water, and a cat was jumping back and forth on the wood. So
Okay.
a piece of wood, cats jumping back and forth.
Yeah.
Well, cats don't like water, so yeah, naturally you're whatever. People wanted to save it, but they were surprised to find a child sleeping peacefully. The cat was alternating jumping on the edges of the bed to maintain its balance so that the child would not drown.
Aw.
Yeah. Is that crazy?
Yeah, 'cause cats also will like eat their own owners if they run out of food. And that's their only option.
Cats are demons.
Yeah.
This story was very famous in the Netherlands, and for 4 centuries later, the event was immortalized in the painting, which is what I just showed you. And the painting is called. Yeah, I can't read the name. Either way, of 1421 by Sir Lawrence Alma Tadema. Either way, I just really thought that was crazy. And this is the story behind the cat's cradle. The term the cat's cradle.
Huh.
Isn't that a cheerleading thing? This thing?
No.
What's
That's a
that?
basket.
What's Cat's Cradle?
There's a bar called Cat's Cradle in
It's
Scarborough.
we've been there.
Mm-hmm.
I was very pregnant. Well, I wasn't very pregnant. I was pregnant enough to where I put on boots that barely fit on a good day. Jake literally almost had to cut them off me.
Yeah.
I
I do think there's a Cat's
this
Cradle
is
with
the cat's cradle with the string.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder why that's called that.
Is there a Cat's Cradle?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's like a Jacob's Ladder, and like I used to be able to do a lot of them. The Jacob's Ladder's the hard one where you like.
But isn't the cat's cradle the one, and then you pull one string and it comes all undone?
I think that's Jacob's Ladder.
Am I making this up?
I don't know.
Okay. People are like, what is she doing with her hands?
I know it's definitely a term.
Yeah, it is. I've heard it before.
You know what I wonder with stuff like that though?
Okay.
How accurate is that? Because
This
how
story?
do stories from the 1400s survive to the 2000s, you know?
People tell it, just like now. Now it's going to go on to the, what's next? The 3000s?
Yeah, I guess.
3001.
The
That'll be
Jonas
a year.
Brothers already told us all about that.
What does that mean?
The year 3000. The
What about the
Jonas
year
Brothers told
3000?
us all about it.
What do you mean they told us all about
Not
it?
much change, but we lived underwater. Their great
We're
granddaughter's
living underwater?
fine.
Is that a song?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, what do you mean? Are they psychics? What is
yeah,
happening?
no, they went. Like they said that they went to the
Oh,
year
did
3000
they?
and they told us everything that happened and how everything was fine.
Okay. I don't think I'm living underwater.
Yeah.
That seems claustrophobic.
I heard the other day that something lives underwater.
Yeah, a lot of things live underwater.
That we, well, yeah, but like something that you wouldn't think lives underwater.
What is it?
I don't know.
I'm not going to live underwater. I'm not going to live in the sky, and I'm not going to live underwater. I'm just good on the ground.
Oh my God, what was it? I know like people have said aliens live underwater.
Yeah. I think they're done with us.
Which I never thought. Yeah, that's why we were seeing all the drones
Yeah.
the drones, UFOs, whatever. They're leaving.
they're
like,
done.
like people thought they were coming in, but no, they were pieces.
Yeah,
like
they're
they
done.
were. Leaving
They're
us.
like, these people are so stupid. I don't know. Stories just get passed down. I'm believing this one because I want to.
I wonder what stories of ours will make it to, like, not ours specifically, but like
I was like, I
our
can think of
time
several.
frame that will make it, you know, to like the 3000s.
COVID.
Well, yeah, like
COVID is
history
gonna-
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
COVID. April, that giraffe that we all watched have that baby. Did you watch her?
No,
I've
but
watched
I
this
think I've
before.
heard about her. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll get passed down.
Yeah.
She's just a giraffe having a baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What else? I don't know. The fact that we don't believe that people landed on the moon, that'll get passed down.
Yeah. I tried to watch. Have you watched Fly Me? You don't have Apple TV, or do you?
Mm-mm.
I don't either. But at the beach they had it, and Fly Me to the Moon with Channing Tatum was on there, and we.
He's so hot.
Oh my God, so hot! But we tried to watch it, and Apple TV kept crashing or whatever.
Oh, great.
But it's like it's based off the going to the moon and stuff, and like Armstrong and all them. But it's like fictionized to where like they did fake the whole thing.
Yeah,
and it's like
for
the
sure.
process of them. Like,
I think they did.
yeah. Oh, the movie. You got to watch the movie. From what
Okay.
I've seen of it, it was cute. I'm gonna try to finish it. But yeah, it was funny because they're like they brought in a like a PR person to like help grow NASA,
Yeah.
and
Obviously.
yeah, and she was like, okay, we're gonna like, and then Channing Tatum, he was like adamant on this is the day we're flying to the moon and stuff, and the time was approaching, and like they weren't, you know, thinking they were gonna be able to do it. So she was like, well, we've already told the whole world we're gonna
Yeah,
have to
we have to
fake
fake it now.
Yeah, so they did.
Fake it till you make it. I really think that's how that probably played out.
Yeah,
I definitely, because, well, they were, back then they were in like a competition with such and such country,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden we make it first. We don't ever make it first.
yeah,
What are you talking about? And yeah, I definitely think that was a thing, for sure.
yeah.
Speaking of outer space, I looked up random questions to ask people.
Mm-hmm.
You're my person I'm asking. If you could design your own astronaut suit, what would it look like? Anything. What would it look like?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in my head, the only astronaut suit I can envision are the ones they have now, but like colorful instead of they're white, maybe, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think that at first I would want it to be black, but then I started really thinking about that. And if I get like sucked out of the whatever I'm in up there,
Yeah, they never
find me.
Yeah, you'd have to
Yeah.
be like neon orange or something.
That's what I said, neon pink. I think I wear neon pink with fringe because people kept, and I wanted to,
that'd be cute.
yeah, I wanted to say cowboy across the back so that when I get a picture for Instagram, it is Space Cowboy.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be cute.
But people kept tagging me in those snowsuits
Mhm.
that have fringe on them. It's actually like $250.
Mm.
Yeah, and I was like, if y'all send me money, I'll order one right now.
Yeah.
But I'm not buying that because it snows here once every 10 years.
Yeah. Maybe.
What do I need that for?
Yeah, we're supposed to get snow tomorrow, but now we're not, apparently.
Yeah, they've canceled it so many times
Yeah.
and moved it to a different day. I'm like, how do you just keep postponing snow? I don't understand. Whatever. Yeah, my phone said 17 to 20 inches. I was like, my phone better
That's
be on
wild.
drugs. Like,
Does
are
it
you
know where we
good?
live?
Yeah, I said, are you good?
Oh, you know what I saw?
What?
Somebody, speaking of like winter being pale and whatnot, somebody got
What?
bikini lines
Yeah?
tattooed. That way she'd have like tan lines year round.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was great. It looked legit though. Like it literally looked
You
like
saw her in real life
no,
or on the internet?
yeah,
Okay.
internet. It literally looked like she had like tan lines from a bikini, and it made everything else on her look
don't like tan
super
lines.
duper tan.
Well, yeah, but I don't like tan lines though.
Yeah, I like tan lines.
Do you?
Yeah,
I don't like being tan.
but some people will like try hard for their tan
Oh,
lines.
yeah.
Like
I mean-
wear the exact same bikini every day to get the exact like shape and everything.
See, I thought about getting those ones that tan through.
yeah,
But I
those
don't
make
know
me
how they
nervous
fit,
though,
though.
because like
Ow.
in my head that would like give you like cancer on your nipples. You know, like I feel like nipples are sensitive, and if they got too much sun,
Probably.
that would be bad.
Well, that would for sure be bad. I mean, too much sun is bad anyway. I'm just not really a fan of the sun. Like, I love the sun as, like, the shape of it is cool.
Yeah.
I love, I love a sunset, love a sunrise, but I don't want it to touch my skin.
I love the sun more than anything
No.
ever. It's my
I definitely have a vitamin D deficiency for sure.
oh yeah.
Like, 1,000%. What does it mean when you're craving fruit? And no, I'm not pregnant, like, at all. Couldn't be. What I crave, this week, I have to have fruit. What does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe your body's dehydrated and needs all the
I drink water all the time.
hydration from. I don't know.
From the fruit.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I'm missing something in my like diet to where I need
probably.
like my body is screaming for fruit, which is so weird because I eat very healthy actually right now.
Yeah.
Okay, another question. If you could start a secret society, what would you start? Like what would y'all do? What's the secret?
I don't know.
What would you sit in a room with your people and do?
I don't know, but I would love to be a part of a secret society. I don't think I want to be leader of it. I don't think I want to create the whole thing. I would just like to join into somebody else's because
Yeah.
I feel like creating it is just too much responsibility.
For sure. Okay, so my question is, because I don't know what I would start either
yeah.
because I don't like people that much.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be in a room with a bunch of people
Mm-hmm.
like it all.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I like myself enough to be around people that are very similar to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would get on my nerves. I get on my own nerves. So being in a room with a bunch of people that have similar thoughts and feelings as me is very not, that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah.
When does a secret society cross over into a cult? Or is it just already a cult?
That's probably a fine line
Yeah?
they ride.
Y'all look like a cult in that picture that Rhonda just posted or reshared of y'all all pointing towards the sky for no reason.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
People were like stopping to like see what we were pointing at and stuff. We stood there for who knows how long.
Well, you look like a cult. So.
Yeah. I think the difference would be I feel like cults mostly like live together and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, I'm not living
And
with
secret
anyone.
societies and also cults in real life, you know they're together and stuff, but secret societies, you have to act like you don't know
You
each
don't
other
know
in
each
real
other.
life.
Would you have like rings made
Oh yeah.
if you were a secret society person? Yeah.
Yeah, there would definitely be like a very undercover secret room, like
Yeah.
some kind of like abandoned crack house looking kind of place or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to like know, have the ring or whatever to like get
To
in.
get
You would
in.
have to obviously know the codes and everything. You would have to take a different path every time you come. That way nobody
No
can
one
like,
follows you.
can follow you and find the secret society. And if you let the secret out, we kill you.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
What a plot twist.
Yeah.
What snacks would you serve?
Oh.
You would have to have snacks.
Yeah.
Are
Buffalo
you
chicken dip.
rotating people bringing snacks, or they're just always the same snacks there?
Always the same. And I feel like it's just kind of like magically because like secret society. Like there's just a table that always fills itself with snacks.
Mine would be a charcuterie board,
Yeah.
but I would kind of
I was,
switch out
I was
stuff.
thinking that.
I
yeah.
love a charcuterie board. Yeah, I don't know what my secret society would be. Like, I don't know what we would do.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be kind of boring unless you loved it.
I think mine might be a little bit of like vigilante type stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see that. I would wear all black.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if we're just having a meeting, I would wear all black.
Yeah. I don't know what my color would be.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cloaks and whatnot.
What would your I guess it would depend on what you were actually doing. What would your like logo look like? You gotta have like a symbol.
Yeah. I feel like probably one of like the basic super like collegiate looking, like,
Mm-hmm.
do Duke University
I
style.
do love Duke University.
See, I'm a Carolina fan,
Yeah, you are.
but sometimes I wish I was a Duke fan because I love their stuff so much more. Like just the style of everything, and
I love the color more.
no, see, I do like Carolina blue better, but everything else I like. I just love.
I had to wear Carolina blue braces one time because my orthodontist and I I was there for half my life, so we got close. And I also played tennis with his kids, so he knew me from outside of being a braces patient. And I forget what happened. Duke and Carolina were playing, and I of course was betting on Duke. And he had to wear Duke clothes for a week if I won, and I had to wear for how long did you have the rubber bands? Was it 2 weeks or was it a month?
I think a month.
A month.
I feel like I didn't go every 2 weeks.
Yeah, so okay, I had to wear Carolina blue braces for however long it was, but I only let him put them on the bottoms because I have an overbite, so they couldn't see them.
Yeah,
because even when I smile, you can't really see the bottom.
Picking out the color of your rubber bands was like a sport.
Yeah.
Very critical. And also, I got into because certain colors would make your teeth look yellow and certain would make them look whiter.
Oh, is it black?
So you had to think super, super hard into what color. And then if you're going to do alternating or if you're going to do all the same color.
I'm trying to think. I did, because my color had to be black and yellow.
Yeah.
Whatever. I did one time get black and hot pink. Loved that.
Yeah, that was
alternating. But I had top and bottoms.
Mm-hmm.
So they would change the pattern so it kind of was checkerboardy. A little bit.
That's cool.
But I wore black a lot, just black rubber bands. And then when I had the connected rubber bands that you had to change all the time,
I never had those.
oh god, they were the worst.
Yeah,
they sent me clear ones, but they looked gross.
Ew, yeah.
Yeah, just spit.
Yeah.
It literally looked like you had no. So I would do hot pink, hot bright orange.
Yeah.
Of those with my black.
How long
rubber
did you
bands.
have braces?
Literally my whole life.
Yeah, I had them 4 years.
I had I got a retainer in 4th grade because my tooth got knocked out in daycare. So I wasn't ready for the tooth wasn't ready to come down yet. So I had the hole in my mouth forever until it was actually time for that permanent tooth to come down.
Right.
So when it came down, it was really uneven with my other one. So, and I had an overbite really bad. So I wore retainers. I want to say I got that in 4th grade, and I got top braces going into 5th grade. Because I got
early.
That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
I only had it on they had it on the front teeth. I feel like that didn't have the things on the back really. So it was weird. And then going into middle school, I got the full set, or whenever I could, I got a full set. But that was I think I lost a bottom tooth kind of late, and they had to go around it.
Yeah.
There was just nothing there, no bracket, of course. But literally forever. Yeah. I got them off right before I graduated.
God,
yeah,
that's a long time.
I
had them long.
No, my teeth were so bad.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even my whole mouth. It was just the front tooth was so bad. And then I had one bottom tooth that was kind of turned a little bit, but it was my overbite, and they wanted to break my jaw and do all that, and I just was not going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No thanks.
What was another question I had? Oh, if you lost an arm or a hand, what appliance would you get attached?
I feel like I would just go robotic arm.
Would you?
Yeah.
I feel like I would have a vacuum.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about, and if my family's listening, don't think about having a vacuum for an arm.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
And how many little cool attachments you could put on it.
Yeah, but I also feel like you would accidentally suck up so many things.
Oh, for sure.
And where does it go?
What do you mean, where does it go?
When
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, just into your body, because that would get disgusting very quick. You're pooping out pennies and stuff.
No, you would have a filter.
Okay.
You gotta.
But then you have to change your filter.
But see, I have toddlers, so logically, I'm vacuum, because I can just follow them things around with a vacuum.
Yeah.
But yeah, vacuum for so many other reasons I'm not going to talk about. I was that's genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a whisk would be cool.
Do you bake?
No. I just like whisk.
I just like whisk. It's so sad.
Be a good conversation starter.
Also, an axe would be cool.
I feel like that you would accidentally get into a lot of things. Have you ever seen Edward Scissorhands?
Yeah, I love him so much.
Yeah, he's the sweetest.
Yeah, I think I would just want to be able to change mine out.
Yeah, just have a wall or armoire of that's a hard word to say.
Armoire.
Yeah.
Of whatever I needed that day.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think it would be super cool. But also, that led me into, I don't know, I guess because I typed that question, my algorithms all changed to people. It's not funny. It's not funny. I don't know what it is about me and limbs. people like losing arms,
Yeah.
like later in life, like not being born like that, losing them.
Right.
And I sent you the video of that chick that had a funeral for her arm.
Oh yeah, no, that was wild.
I would do that.
Yeah.
1,000%. I would 1,000% have a funeral for any body part that had to be removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the funeral home that like she presented this idea to?
Or well,
I couldn't tell if it
was
like
it
in
at a
their
funeral?
house or
I feel like it was at a house or something.
Yeah.
Either way, it's happening. Y'all all have to wear black. You have to go like her friends did, veil everything. You have to look like you were in mourning for whatever, even if it's a finger. Even if it's a finger, I'm having a funeral because now I can't unsee that and I have to do it if I lose something.
Yeah. That brings forth the question, what do they do with the body parts after?
With the arm?
Yeah.
I wonder if she buried it.
Yeah.
I think I would bury it
Yeah.
in my yard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll get a
That'd be
casket
cool.
for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When my papa had his leg amputated and I went to visit him in the hospital, I had ordered a hot dog for lunch from the cafeteria and I couldn't eat it because in my head they ground up and fed it
You're so
to people
morbid.
with hot dogs. And I was
I
I was probably in like fifth grade at the time. And I literally could not eat the hot dog because I was like, this is my papa's leg.
It wasn't.
Yeah. No,
pretty
it wasn't.
sure.
I
I
couldn't
feel
eat the
pretty
hot dog.
confident.
But I was like, I can
I love
vividly
hot
remember
dogs.
that feeling.
You know, I'll be honest with you. I don't care what you put in a hot dog. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it.
That's good because they are just a bunch
I know.
of like
And
hoopla.
somebody told me that it was like pig buttholes. Like, well, they're delicious.
I've heard that.
I love hot dogs. Beef hot dogs, pork hot dogs. Love them. Never had like a vegan one and stuff like that. Can't be good. That can't be good.
I mean, I feel like a Slother, because you put enough chili and slaw and everything on it anyways. Like, you can put anything on it and it'd be good.
That's true. I don't do chili.
I do all of it. I'd literally all the way. Give me
All the way,
everything
yeah.
possible that you can, and I'm a happy girl.
No, I don't do chili on hot dogs because I like a pork hot dog. I like a pork hot dog, and I don't in my head for some reason. And I know I do it in other meals, but for some reason on a hot dog, I cannot mix beef chili with a pork hot dog.
Sure you can.
I know, but it doesn't taste good to me.
Yeah.
And I think I've just psyched myself out so much to where if they do my hot dog wrong, my hot dog order is always slaw, mayonnaise, ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I will throw onion in there. It depends on where we are.
Yeah. I
That's
love onions.
I love mayonnaise on a hot dog. Mayonnaise on a hot dog,
Mayonnaise is good on
superb.
anything.
Mayonnaise is good.
Yeah.
But if they mess up and do mine like all the way,
Mm-hmm.
I will not eat it. And that's one of the only things that I refuse. I will not eat a chili on a hot dog or on a cheeseburger. Actually,
I have to have chili on a hot dog. If there's
That's
not chili,
crazy.
I'm not eating it.
oh, see, that's crazy. But I'm
also
not a chili
slaw.
person.
I love slaw too.
Oh, I love slaw.
I love it. Like, I could literally in a bowl mix chili and slaw and like just eat it with nothing else. Because
Absolutely.
it's so good.
Now I could do that. I could get down with that.
Yeah.
I like my slaw really sweet though. I love sugar. Like sweet slaw is my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I like any kind of slaw really.
One more question, and
'Kay.
then I think you said you had a story possibly.
I do.
Who would you pick to write your obituary? If it could be anybody ever.
Anybody ever?
Anybody ever.
Theo Vaughn.
Shut
Is that yours?
up. I'm chills. Literally.
Oh, that's crazy.
Theo Vaughn. No freaking
Oh, that's
way.
hilarious.
No way. My body is covered in chills right now. We're so connected.
Oh, that's
yeah,
funny. He would be so good at it.
so good.
Honestly, that's a career path for him.
Yeah. Oh, this is amazing. Please click this. What is the app? Does it still work?
CapCut?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Is it back now?
Yeah.
Click
Was it
that.
gone?
Yeah, it left.
Oh my god, I didn't
Yeah, I
notice
was like,
that.
what is Lauren gonna do?
Yeah, we actually would have been screwed.
I know. Yeah, clip that because like, yes, Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
This is what I said. I said Theo Vaughn. Y'all just show him photos and videos, tell him all about me, let him write it, and what did I say? Oh, and you have to post it and read it verbatim at my funeral.
Yeah.
Like whatever he says, you read it. If he's down to read it at my funeral, sick. Like even video him in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Skype him in, whatever. If he's down, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
He could even post it on TikTok. I don't care. I just think that him writing an obituary is iconic and it'll be so funny. And I don't want people to be
so
sad
good.
when I die. I want them
Yeah.
to laugh. So that, oh my God, I cannot believe you said Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I'm dead right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And like to the, you know how like on his TikToks, whenever they'll do the little animated videos that
Yeah.
like go along with the stories,
Yeah.
get like a little animated video to go along
Oh,
with the obituary.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This is great. That just made my whole life.
Yeah, no, that's hilarious.
Out of all the people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at our brains.
Yeah.
People are going to think that was scripted. It really wasn't.
Yeah, no, it actually definitely was not. That's hilarious.
Okay, that's all I have on my notes. So tell me.
Okay,
Stories.
wait, first.
Okay.
You know what I have noticed recently?
Tell me.
Dogs
Yep.
can lay more comfortably than humans.
Yeah, of course they can.
Like, anytime a dog is laying, it looks the most comfortable in their life ever. But, like, with humans, I feel like no matter how I lay, I'm never comfortable.
Me either.
Ever. I'm like, if I lay this way, this shoulder hurts. If I
Mhm.
lay like this, like, my knee hurts. Like,
Mhm.
it's, you just can't. But dogs can just curl up
Yeah.
and look perfectly at peace.
Did I tell you that my dog has been, what do you call it? Gaslighting me through my window.
Has he?
Yeah.
How?
So
Like,
I
looks all
have,
sad.
yes, I have outdoor dogs. They weigh over 100 pounds. They're good. They were actually less healthy being indoor dogs than they are now. Don't fact check me because it's true. Kix has gotten to where he has dug a hole, like a little bed in the front yard.
Mm-hmm.
It's right at my window. And he watches for you to be looking outside. And then when he sees you, he lays down in a tiniest little ball that he can get in and starts shivering.
Oh, no.
And I am not playing. He's not cold. It was literally 50 some degrees the other day. I was like, you're not cold. Like, I
That's
let them
funny.
in when it's super cold. They sleep in the living room or whatever.
Yeah.
Of course, like, I'm not a monster. But for the most part, they are outdoor dogs. And I watched him watch me look at him,
Yeah.
and he started shivering. I said, you're not fooling me now. Like, I don't feel sorry for you.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Animals faking things is my favorite thing ever, though. Like, when they'll, like, fake a limp. And,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I
Rousey
seen
used
one.
to do that.
I seen one, and this dog was like, had his eyes all like squinty like that. And the owner was like, oh, your eyes hurt. Are they hurting? Do you need some turkey? And as soon as she said turkey, they like opened, and she like gave him turkey, and he was like acting fine. But then he'd like do it
Mhm.
again. She's like, oh, you need turkey. Like,
That's
he
so
was-
cute, though.
it
I
was so
love that. I
funny.
love dogs. Ugh.
Ugh, they're the best.
Dogs are so good.
Okay, we got a story sent in on TikTok.
I love this. Actually, that's our first TikTok story.
I think so.
Look
yeah.
at us, and y'all are going to close us down.
Yeah. Okay. So it says, right now, an old friend of my family's got shot 5 times by his baby mama and died. This was the 3rd time she has shot him. She's claiming self-defense because she had a protective order on him, but she had messaged him non-stop, and he was actually going over there to give her money.
And she shot him?
Yeah,
That's
but that was
premeditated murder.
yeah, especially if that was the 3rd time
That's
that it had
premeditated.
happened.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's no self-defense in that. At
Yeah.
that point, leave him alone. What you need money for?
yeah, no, I just there's no way that she's gonna get through with
That's
that. But
insane.
yeah,
Is that
no,
someone
that's
we
wild.
know?
yeah, well, no.
No?
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't think you would. I used to work
Okay. With the girl or with the one that sent it?
the one that sent it.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely not.
I was
with
like, oh my
the
God,
murderer.
please tell me afterward.
Yeah,
That's premeditated.
yeah, that's great.
For sure. I feel like
Yeah.
she definitely planned that
If you have shot somebody
multiple
on
times.
multiple occasions,
Mhm.
that's not. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Probs wouldn't keep going back over there.
Yeah, no,
No,
oh my
like,
God, yeah.
not to speak ill of the dead, but Probs would not have gone over there.
Yeah, that's wild.
That is crazy.
And how did she still have a weapon at that point? You would think someone would have took them all from her. That is crazy.
Yeah, but you can get guns wherever,
yeah,
which is so scary.
yeah.
But no, if she gets off on that, that's not what I meant to say. That's not,
She might.
she might
At
have.
that point.
That might have been the thing.
Yeah.
If she gets off of the charges, if she's out of the, what am I trying to say? If she doesn't get any charges for that, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel like she's gonna have to.
She has
But,
to.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm learning law right now while I'm learning business law.
Fun.
Yeah, oh, it's so fun, but it's also like crazy
Yeah.
because there's so many like some laws that should be laws can't be because laws can't go against the Constitution.
Yeah.
And if people can word it to where it looks like it's like going against our Constitution and stuff, and they like can't pass the law, it's crazy.
Yeah. I love law. I could have never have gone through law school, but would have for sure loved to have been a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea of being a lawyer because the law stuff is super cool, but I don't think I would have been a good one.
Oh, I would have. Maybe not a good one. I would have given it a good go.
Yeah.
I would have argued. I will argue right now with anyone at
Yeah.
all. My daughter should be a lawyer.
See, I just want to make people happy, and I feel like as a lawyer that would be very contradicting because
Mhm.
like the judge, I'd be like, oh yeah, whatever you say, but then like my client, I'd be like, oh yeah, no, whatever you say. Like it could get very
Yeah.
tricky very fast.
I don't mind pissing people off, and I actually love sometimes, like with Jake, I do this all the time. It's so toxic, but I will disagree with him on purpose. Like I'll be like, no, and I will literally plead my case. Like I know exactly what I'm talking about, knowing good and well inside, I don't know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. And so I feel like that's a good trait to have.
And that's definitely a good trait as a
For a
lawyer.
lawyer,
It's only
yeah.
if you believe yourself, everyone
Oh,
else
yeah.
will believe you.
I
every
believe
time.
myself all the time,
Yeah.
and I know the voice in my head is like, you're wrong.
Yeah,
But the words coming out of my face are I'm 1000% right.
Yeah.
And this is why.
definitely.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm not the best wife.
But you sure would make a
But
good
I
lawyer.
would have been a good lawyer if I
Yeah,
could
and
have
at that
managed
point, you'd
school.
be so rich, he wouldn't care.
Yeah, he
how-
wouldn't care at all. Yeah. But I feel like if you're a lawyer and you get to do that for your job, when you get home, that's the last thing you want to do is argue. I bet their marriages are so good.
I feel like on all the TV shows, the lawyers are always awful to their wives.
You
and
think
their
so?
Yeah. Well, I guess they're.
Well, I
mostly-
haven't seen it though.
Yeah.
I don't really watch a lot of lawyer shows, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I would be so like I would get my fix at work to where I wouldn't need to argue anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
maybe
passed
you
it down
should
to my
look into
daughter
it.
though. Maybe I should, but it's like 8 years.
Yeah.
And you have to take tests. I can't take tests.
No, you're not a good test taker.
No, I
Yeah.
panic. I literally panic. It was so bad. Like even in college, I'm like, can everyone just stop looking at me, stop talking, everyone
Mhm.
go away. Like test anxiety, I guess is what it's called.
Yeah.
To where I change all my answers from correct to wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
My mom took a test for me one time. I was taking it home. She like came out. She's like, "I'm taking this away. You're done." I was
Yeah.
like, okay. Thanks.
I can
Now-
do it, but I have to pass around because like if I go in order, I'm like, nervous for the end the whole time. But if I skip to the end and kind of like bounce questions around, I'm fine.
Oh,
As long as they don't
no.
go in like chronological
Yeah.
order. I'm
No,
good.
I could start from the back, but I would have to go in order backward.
Yeah.
Like I can't skip. If I skipped around, I would be so paranoid that I forgot to answer one or something.
Yeah.
That I couldn't handle that. But I can't. I'm not a good test taker. I feel like I would be really bad at lie detector tests too.
Oh, I'm so sorry, baby. You think so? Because
Yeah.
you get nervous. See,
Yeah,
I think
my
the
heart
same
rate.
thing. Yeah, I'm like,
Mhm.
I feel because even at the doctor when they check when
Mhm.
they put the thing on your finger, I went last week and she did the thing and it was like 93.
What's that mean?
My
Is
heart
that
rate
bad?
was 93. That's really high.
Oh, see, I don't know what a high
yeah.
one is.
No, resting is normally between like 65 and like 75 ish for like me,
Mhm.
and it was at 93. But it was just because I knew she was taking
'Cause
my
you're at
blood
the
pressure,
doctor. Yeah.
or my heartbeat, so it like went way up. And she was like, is this because I can't remember how she worded
Yeah.
it, but she pretty much said,
There's a word for it.
yeah,
They call it something, and I can't remember what it was because we were talking about my dad. He does that. Like
Mhm.
he'll go to the doctor and his blood pressure shoots up because he's at the doctor.
yeah,
Yeah. But now I can't remember what there is a name for it though.
yeah,
My mom just found out she's diabetic,
yeah,
and she is like, and it's not. I don't think it's like super bad. It's like, well, her sugar was really high when she went, so they're having to like bring that back down.
yeah.
But it's so sad because she is like a sweets and breads girl.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be so
Yeah.
hard.
Oh yeah, she cleaned out her closet and she's like, or her pantry. She's like, I now feel like you because I cry over food all the time.
Yeah.
I love food so much it makes me emotional. And she was like, I was crying over my ice cream. I was like, yeah, it's
yeah,
bad.
it's hard.
Yeah. And I was like, but you can bring it to my house.
Yeah.
Because I'm not checking my sugar.
I feel like that with any time like stuff like that. Once you like get over the initial getting it out
Oh,
of your
yeah.
system, you get used
She'll
to
be
it.
fine.
Yeah.
And she's already found like substitutes for things
Oh yeah.
like whole wheat bread. She can
Mhm.
eat whole wheat bread.
Yeah.
And she even got like honey wheat, so it's a little
Mhm.
sweet.
Oh, whole wheat's my favorite. I prefer whole wheat to
Do
normal
you?
bread. I do. I love whole wheat.
Mm.
Whole wheat crackers, whole wheat bread, anything whole wheat. I like the taste better.
I mean, I like it.
normal.
I don't have a preference, I don't guess.
Yeah.
Which I love bread, but I'm not like picky.
Yeah.
I'll just eat any bread. Yeah, I don't know. I just told her to be careful because, when I had, well, she can burp though, so she just doesn't have that problem. But when I switched to all like healthy food, broccoli, cauliflower, stuff made out of not what it's supposed to be made out of, almost died. So I
Yeah.
didn't. I just had a really big gas bubble that wouldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I thought I was
I
having
think
a
it's
heart
just
attack.
about everything in moderation.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
I just switched everything
yeah.
to healthy, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
You have to work your way into it. But that really sucks for her though. I hate that. But so if anyone has any fun recipes, that'd be cool that I could make her or tell her about because she is really not loving it.
Yeah.
She
I'm
is
sure there's
not loving it.
plenty out there.
But diet, I was worried about her because she's a Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi drinker, like religiously. Like
Yeah.
that's her drink of choice. But it is 0 sugar.
Oh yeah. So
Diet
she can
drinks
still
are
have
0
it.
Yep, she's good with that.
I decided yesterday I'm trying to quit soda again.
Are you?
Yeah.
I did, and then now I just drink carbonated water.
Yeah.
Well, I give myself a Coca-Cola once a month.
Yeah.
And, I drink that the whole week, every day.
I love like the poppies and all of that, but they're just so expensive. It's insane.
Oh, it's stupid. That's why I get the Zevias.
yeah.
But even some of the poppies have like sugar and stuff. You gotta
Oh
be
yeah.
careful.
Yeah.
And some are like super loaded with caffeine.
Yeah.
And Olipop, they
Mhm.
have some of them have.
Olipop's are my favorite though.
I like
love
Olipop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so good.
Sponsor us.
Yeah.
But I'm just the Zevias or whatever they're called that I get.
I still haven't tried one of
They're
those.
so
I need to
good.
try one.
Well, brace yourself because it is drastically different because it doesn't have any sugar at all.
Yeah.
But I love them, and I found a variety pack that has vanilla Coke, cherry Coke, vanilla cola, cherry cola, creamy root beer, so it's like kind of a cream soda. Oh,
Mhm.
it's so good. And then orange, and the orange one was like a Fanta.
I wouldn't like orange.
like the orange?
I don't like orange Fanta. I love grape Fanta, but
Oh, I
I
like
don't.
grape
I don't
too.
like any. I don't like orange Gatorade. I don't
That's
like orange
crazy.
Fanta.
That's psychotic.
Orange is the worst flavor of everything.
I literally
Starburst, Skittles, all of it.
That's actually shocking and psychotic behavior. I think that speaks volumes on your personality.
Colin likes the orange. So
Everyone likes orange.
No,
except you.
no, they don't.
Yes,
I promise, not liking it is super normal. I talk to
No.
more people that don't like orange than I
Really?
do that do. Yeah.
No
I
way.
promise.
Orange is so good.
Yeah. No, it's
But did you know, and this was a question your niece asked me at 5 years old, why is an orange called an orange? So the obvious answer is because that fruit
right.
was the color orange.
Uh-huh.
The color was already established, and they said, oh, this fruit's orange. Let's just call it an orange.
Mm-hmm.
No. An orange fruit, the fruit came before the color. So the color was named after the fruit.
Right.
But why was the fruit called an orange? What does orange mean?
Yeah. What does anything mean?
Exactly.
Ever?
Oh my God. I went down that rabbit hole the other day.
I seen a whole Reddit thread about it once. People were talking about like fruits and colors
Yeah.
and like why was that not just the standard? Like why
Right.
did the color yellow not be called banana because of banana? You know,
Right.
like why? Yeah.
It's insane to
Yeah.
me. And the fact that her brain came up with that question,
Yeah.
I was like, what? And I had to research it because I wanted to be able to answer her question.
Yeah. It's a slippery slope.
Which, by the way, is super hard to do. And sometimes I don't want to answer questions. And I'm just like, can you go ask your dad? I can't be asked question after question after question.
Yeah.
Back to back to back to back. Especially if I don't know the answer, because then I feel like I'm dumb.
Yeah. You just need to give her like Google access somehow. Google needs to come up with something for young children to where they can just ask it any question and it'll answer it.
Yep, they do. They really do.
Yeah.
And she wants me to get an Alexa. I was like, the way that I speak to the one that's, I can't say it or she'll talk to me.
Uh-huh.
The way that I speak to the one that's on our iPhone, no. Because I'm so rude to her. Jake literally was like, stop talking to her like that. And I was like, well, she's not listening.
So
like,
whenever AI takes over the world, they're coming for you first.
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
super nice to them because I want them to respect, like to know
to
that
like
I have.
you.
Yeah, we're gonna have an understanding
No.
because I don't want them
No.
coming for me. Did you watch Subservient? I think it's called, where Megan Fox was the AI girl on It's on Netflix. You should watch it.
I'll watch
crazy.
it. Yeah, no, I haven't.
She's an AI robot, but she like kind of falls in love with like her owner.
Is she allowed to do that?
No.
Yeah, they can't have feelings.
Well, yeah,
that's like our robot.
He he was watching his favorite movie and he wanted her to be able to like have the feeling of watching it for the first time, but since she's AI, she knows everything about everything ever.
Yeah.
So she was like, I already know how it ends.
Exhausting.
And he was like, well, can you delete that memory? And she was like, yeah. And so, but when he like restarted her to delete the memory, she went
Became
ahead.
a human.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
She like took that upon her to go ahead and delete a bunch of other things that she didn't want to be part of being
Interesting.
yeah, it's crazy.
Being
You should
AI
watch it.
would be wild. But I will be so for real with you right now. Every time I hear the term AI, I automatically thought. I'm so sorry. What? I think of artificial insemination.
Yeah.
Because that's what we've always called it. Like
Yeah.
cows, oh, that's an AI-'d cow, or that's an AI-'d horse, that's an AI-'d goat.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not intelligence, they're artificially inseminated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's a strange thing to look at when you see somebody typing like the word AI. My brain automatic, and I have to like, oh wait, no.
Yeah. That's not
That's
what
not
they
what
mean.
they're not talking about that, because that's just where my brain goes. But I was also grown up, or like, am I okay? Words. I was brought up on a farm.
Yeah.
And so that's like a thing. But my horse was kind of AI'd.
Yeah.
They use the hand. You like have to catch it.
So that wouldn't. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to catch it from the dude, and then suck it up into a straw,
Yeah.
and then stick it in.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, I watched we had to check our bulls like sperm counts.
Mm-hmm.
Are we allowed to say sperm? I just said it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not a bad word.
It's yeah, okay. So they have to put this probe in like the bull's butt, and it like shocks him until it.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about that before. And
It
I
was
like that.
sick.
Yeah.
It was sick, and it's so
Honestly,
big.
it sounds very like
They enjoy it.
yeah, like what's the word?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a lot, and if you've never seen it for the first time, like when you're seeing it for the first time, it's like shocking. And one of the bulls like he made noise the whole time,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh God, please make it stop.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like he needs like a curtain. And like the vet laughs at me every time. Like, can you like close him? I feel like he needs privacy.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't want y'all to watch him do this. And not only are we watching him do it, we're doing it to him and we're catching it.
Yeah.
And I just don't think he likes it
Yeah.
because I feel like he needs a room by himself.
No, that's awful. I don't like any of that. I could never. Don't want to.
Oh, it was so bad. But then I love looking at him in the microscope because they're literally just
little swimmies.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you can watch them like kind of die.
Or do they look the same as humans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just little swimmies. And like it's weird. You have to kind of know what you're looking for because the first time I looked, I was like, I don't think I see it. I don't think I'm seeing it. But it's not so much that you're seeing like the little tadpole shape. It's like the movement of the whole slide. And that's like, it's all full of them. It's sick.
And they move in unison?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you have to see how fast they're moving.
Like a snake.
Sort of, yeah. It's sick. The reproductive organs are so weird.
Yeah. Especially
Especially on animals. Ever seen a whale one?
Mm-mm.
Don't ever Google it.
Yeah.
It'll change your whole life.
Yeah.
But actually, you should Google it.
No. No thanks.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, well. I mean, okay, if you don't want to see it, don't see it. But oh god, I love it. Yeah, Jake seeing a bull get tested the first time was shocking to him.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. It's strange,
Yeah.
but it's gotta be done. I mean, it doesn't have to, I guess.
Yeah, like no, I don't think it has to like what's the purpose, you know?
To make sure we're not wasting money out there. That he's just out here eating feed and not doing his job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And cows are so funny.
But I feel like you'd figure that out over time anyways.
I mean, yeah, but by that point, then you may have half your herd's not bred.
Yeah.
And then it's just all, the whole clock is just all messed up then because you're going to have half your herd either not bred, so you lose money, and then you have to like get a new bull to breed everything back, and it's just everything's off the calendar.
Imagine the person that invented that machine though, and they're probably absolutely loaded from
Oh,
it.
for
But like
sure.
when people ask like, where'd you get your money? And he's like, buy a machine that makes bulls ejaculate. Like
I love that you said ejaculate because my whole body was like, what is she about to say? Yeah. And do you wear t-shirts? Like, would you have your invention like on a t-shirt to like brag about it or no?
No, I would
Oh,
take
I
it
feel
to
like
the
I would.
grave. I would be
Would
like,
you?
yeah, I would be like, yeah, I do
Anonymous.
stocks.
I do stock. I'm just rich just by nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is a cool concept because someone had to think of that.
Everything ever has been thought of by somebody.
Isn't
It's
that wild?
Yeah, I would never comprehend it.
I know. I think about that all the time. Like when I take like a lid off of a cup or
Yeah.
like a thing, like a drink. I'm like, somebody had to sit and think about the little ring
Mhm.
around the top to lock it down.
Yeah.
Someone thought of that.
See, my thing is I think of things that would be brilliant ideas,
Uh-huh.
but how do you make it happen and like
You go
make
on
it
Shark
changeable
Tank.
and for everybody ever to be able, like even on to be on Shark Tank, you have to
Yeah, you gotta
know
have
how
a
to
product.
come up with a prototype and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I guess I don't have that brain.
You
I
have
have
to
the
have an
brain that can
engineer.
think of it, but not the brain that can produce it.
Yeah.
So
I
you
feel
know.
like I have invented a lot of things in my head
Yeah.
that would help.
There's something I think I even invented one time that like got invented by someone else. I was
Nuh-uh,
like,
that's the
I
worst.
thought of that first. I
Yeah,
can't remember
but
what it was.
you didn't write it down. You didn't TM it.
Yeah, it could be loaded.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be great?
Oh yeah.
If you were to invent something and no one else had anything to do with it but you, would you share your money or no?
Yeah.
Depending on how much you made?
Yeah.
Like if you got like 25 mil right out the gate, you
Mm.
handing that down?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I
Okay,
feel
I'll
like
just bank on that then.
Yeah. You're like, so asking for a friend.
Yeah, asking for a
Will
friend,
you
not
share?
me. But are you
Yeah.
sharing? Like if you hit the lotto tomorrow, it's like 500 mil. You gonna split that or?
Yeah, I feel like you have to.
Oh, for sure. My
Yeah.
mom has like a list of people that she's gonna give some to if she hits the lottery.
Oh yeah.
I think you were on it.
Yeah. Sweet. I made the list.
Yeah, make a list. Any hoozle. Are we done? Is that it? Do you
Yeah.
have anything else to talk about?
No, I think that's it for today.
Cool. Well,
Keep it unhinged.
later.